In fact, it was a magnitude 6 earthquake. The local media is even saying it was magnitude 6.4, so there's some confusion. But it's centred further south of Tokyo in Shizuoka, but it certainly was felt here. This place shook again, as it has been a lot in the last few days. This time, though, it was going for maybe 20 or 30 seconds. So it was a decent-sized tremor, but I dare say some of the locals would be used to it by now.
Okay, but it seems that the aftershocks are probably of lesser concern to locals now. The focus is on the problem of radiation.
Yep, I think so. Look, radiation levels are higher than they normally are close to Tokyo, but the authorities have been saying fairly consistently that they still don't pose any serious threat to human health. Now, that's not good enough for some people. Quite a few are leaving Tokyo. Many tourists have decided that they want to get out. Some people who live here and work but who are from overseas are also leaving. And no doubt there would be some Japanese residents as well who want to move south for a little while. There's been a bad development this morning in that the fire in Reactor 4 has started again. So that sort of news will trouble people here because it will heighten the risk of more radiation being released.
And I understand it that there was concern about radiation blowing on the wind towards heavily populated areas such as Tokyo overnight, but there was a favourable wind change. Even so, it appears there is still quite a bit of panic.
Yeah, look, I haven't seen panic. There might be some, but those people who have panicked have probably left Tokyo anyway. As for the wind change, you're right, that it was heading towards Tokyo, but last night there was some shift in the wind, so much of the radioactive material is going out off the coast of Japan, which is a good thing because this fire in Reactor 4 might be difficult to put out. We know for a fact that a couple of holes have been blown in the building at Reactor 4. That happened yesterday. The problem that they have been trying to get around is how to get water inside. Now, for a start, the radiation levels are too high, so they can't get access to Reactor 4 at the moment. They had considered using a helicopter to dump water in through one of the holes on the roof, but they've since decided that won't work. So now they're looking at trying to get a fire truck to pump water in through the hole in the side of the building. So that's the sort of difficulty that they are having in thinking about how to get this fire out. And the spent fuel inside Reactor 4, and the fear is that the fire will burn down the water inside and the spent fuel will be exposed and then radiation will leak.
In fact, that was the cause of the increase in radiation levels yesterday, wasn't it? It was the fact that fire actually reached the spent fuel rods in Reactor 4 as opposed to the still active fuel rods in the other reactors.
Yeah, that's pretty much it. I mean, Reactor 4 was actually out of action when the earthquake hit, so initially they didn't think it would be that much of a problem, but the spent fuel in there, which poses just as great a risk, apparently. Now, Reactors 1 and 3, they're saying they are managing to get water in and cool them. Reactor 2 has its own problems. There's some talk that maybe the container surrounding the reactor core could be damaged or cracked in some way. And now Reactor 4 seems to be the main focus. Now, to make matters even worse, there was a report overnight saying that the other two reactors, Reactors 5 and 6, which until now haven't been too much of a problem, are actually heating up as well. So that's not the main problem for them. Reactor 4 is the big one, and they're in there trying to put out that fire now.